Hi, my beautiful saucies. So, yes, your girl Exotical Sauce is back. I was dealing with a few things in my personal life, so I had to kind of turn away from YouTube for a second, but I am back. I'm here. I know my saucies need me, so I have been summoned. But I wanted to get on here and talk about this beautiful exotical woman right here, Miss Lisa Raye McCoy. Um, I've been hearing a lot of things about her and Miss Vivica Fox too. And a lot of content creators are kind of like getting the wrong idea or the wrong impression, I think, in my opinion, about Lisa Raye in particular, because she's recently gone viral, if you will, regarding her statements that she made about choosing a mate. She was saying that people, like different content creators, took an excerpt from her interview that she did with Carlos King, and there was only like a 1 minute little statement that she made about her next, like her expectations in a mate. And she just stated that she's grown accustomed to a certain lifestyle, so her next mate has to be rich, powerful, and accomplished. And if you are not those things, there's no point in us getting together to waste our time. So people have taken, like different content creators have taken that statement and made videos about her, saying that she's older and she hit the wall, and that she's 57 years old, she's a grandmother, and who does she think she is to get picky and make demands because she's the age that she is, and that she's hit the wall, stuff like that. So I disagree. I don't think that Lisa Raye is about that at all. If people have taken the time to really watch this interview in its entirety, I would think that you'll be pleasantly surprised. You'll get an idea of who she really is, and she's really she's really an amazing person. She's very down to earth. She's very true to her roots. She's authentic, and she just gave a very real interview. She talked about all of the different things that she's gone through her marriage and the scandal with Nicole Murphy. So when you get a chance, go on over to Carlos King and watch the whole interview. But I think that the content creators are being a little bit unfair. For one thing, she's still a very beautiful woman. She's very youthful looking even still. She has quite a few accomplishments, even though there's not very much information about her as far as winning an award, like winning awards for her work in film. And there's, I guess she's not considered an A-lister, I guess, but when I Googled her, the films that she starred in, or that she made appearances in, the films and television shows and things that she's done, she seems to have quite an impressive resume. And she's personal friends with Will Smith, and she basically rubs elbows with people who are considered A-listers. She's personal friends with them. And so I really got the feel that she's very family oriented and very traditional, and just very down to earth, and she's not the gold digger that people are trying to make her out to be. So she used to be married to Michael Missick, who was the premier of the Turks and Caicos Island, which is a British territory, and she was the first lady for that 4-year marriage. And in her interview with Carlos King, she revealed a lot of things that went on in that marriage. And she talked about how Michael Missick was introduced by her to Dwayne Martin. Dwayne Martin used to be Tisha Campbell's husband, and he was personal friends. Excuse me. He was personal friends with Lisa Raye and her co-star in a sitcom, All of Us, which aired in, I think, 2003, and it was created by Will and Jada Smith. So the four of them were friends for all those years. But Dwayne Martin was actually introduced to Lisa Raye's husband, Michael Missick, who was the premier of the Turks and Caicos Island. And through that friendship is what Lisa Raye was talking about, kind of led her husband. Like Dwayne Martin basically introduced her husband to like women that were personal friends of Lisa Raye, and some were not. And I guess they had parties at the White House over there in the Turks of Caicos. But she was basically saying that Dwayne Martin and her are no longer friends because Dwayne Martin encouraged her then husband Michael Missick to cheat on her. And also, one of the women that her then husband Michael Missick cheated with was one of her former friends, Nicole Murphy, who was Eddie Murphy's ex-wife. So her public feud with Nicole Murphy and her public statements about Dwayne Martin is what made her go viral, along with her expectations of her next husband, who has to be rich and accomplished. So those are some of the things that I wanted to talk about, because I think that a lot of people have gotten Lisa Raye wrong, like they do with a lot of us exoticals. They just assume that she's just some gold digger, or that, she wants a rich husband because she's materialistic. But her personality, if you watch the video, like the interview in its entirety, you really get a really good view of, like, you kind of get a feel of who she is as a person. You get that she's very down to earth, that she's very, very authentic. And I don't get gold digger vibes from Lisa Raye after watching that video. She was married to Michael Missick for about 4 years. I think she married in 2016 and they divorced in 2010. And she went through a lot of things and a lot of different changes. She did a lot of growing also as a person, and just in her personal life, because when she became his wife, she became a politician pretty much. And so she has done a lot of things for that island. She introduced the film festival. She introduced the first film festival to that island. She's cut the budget. She's made several different contributions that is not it's not talked about a lot. A lot of people want to just call her, a gold digger, because she's already grown accustomed to her lifestyle. I mean, what do you want her to do? Do you want her to throw away her life accomplishments and all of her money and go work at Walmart and marry a bus driver? Is that what you expect her to really do? Because at this point in her life, she is 57 years old, and she's grown accustomed to a lifestyle like that. She used to be married to this man, and he was very powerful. She was in a position of power by being his wife. So if she were to throw away her life's work just for the sake of, public acceptance, and go marry a bus driver, then she would be known as the joke, or the woman that fell off in her career. She's now working at Walmart. Ha ha, look at her. And so, I mean, I don't think that that's unreasonable for her to expect that out of her next husband, because that's what she is. She is a very rich and accomplished woman. And a lot of people don't really understand that women, when they, hit 40, or when they're over 40, or when they're over 50, that they want to stay physically fit, or wear makeup, or look beautiful and be attractive. It's not all about, it's not all about finding a man or being attractive to a man. Because once you reach that age, for a lot of women, and I'm not going to just generalize, because it's different for everybody. Everybody has their own reasons, but for wanting to stay attractive and healthy. But it's not all about finding a mate and finding a husband. She's 57 years old. Her reproductive years are behind her. She is no longer interested in meeting a man. She doesn't seem to be. If she is, that's her business. But I think personally that she's just comfortable, and she's just enjoying her life and enjoying what she's accomplished right now. I think she's just enjoying her peace. Because, if she wants to find a husband, that's one thing, but I don't think that that's her priority right now. And a lot of people really don't believe, women who are over 40 or women who are over 50, that people want to stay fit and beautiful and attractive for themselves. They want to stay healthy for themselves. They've grown accustomed to that lifestyle change also. Being physically fit, being, eating right, that's a lifestyle change also. So that's also what she's grown accustomed to, is being, beautiful and attractive and being an icon. And so she's just seems to be comfortable in that space. Face. And I think it's nothing short of just commendable for her to put that out there. Like, listen, if you're a guy and you want to approach me and you want to be in a relationship with me, then you have to come with this, and this. She's just putting it out there because a lot of people shame women for having careers and being rich and powerful and making their own money because they say that that's masculine. And that if a woman that powerful gets with a man who's a bus driver, because that's what they shamed Ebony, I forgot her last name. They shamed that other woman, Ebony K, I believe, for saying that she wanted to not date a bus driver, but she would rather date the owner of the bus company. And she got so much backlash for saying that. But if you're already a rich and powerful, accomplished woman, what are you going to do? Because your ability to provide is going to outweigh a bus driver's ability to provide. And that's going to be considered masculine. And she's going to, like, her career and her ability to provide is going to automatically, like, quote unquote, like, emasculate him to where he's not in a position of being a provider. So, I mean, she's going to be shamed for it. I mean, women get shamed for having careers anyway and get called masculine. So why not just put that out there? You have to be richer and more powerful than me. So she got shamed for her quote unquote like attitude. Ebony K and Lisa Raye are being shamed for that. And a lot of people don't understand that also when you have put your reproductive years behind you, the energy behind looking for a mate kind of cools down for a lot of women and their priorities change and shifts over to now I'm focused on peace. I've had my children. I've been married before. I've been a wife already before. And a lot of women who have been married, whether the husband was rich and powerful or not, those were not very good experiences. And a lot of women don't want to revisit that. A lot of women are just comfortable being by themselves to where they can enjoy their peace because marriage is a lot of work. And even being married to a rich and powerful man, she still had to be competitive. She had to compete with her friends. Even her mom told her to watch Nicole Murphy and the way Nicole Murphy was moving, and her mother was right. She said that she produced proof, videotape, and video footage of Nicole Murphy fooling around with her husband. And her husband did tell her and admit that he slept with Nicole Murphy a couple of times, like 3 or 4 times, in her interview with Carlos King. She had to be competitive against other women who wanted to, sleep with her husband and also compete for her position as his wife because they also wanted the same power and the same fame that she had as the first lady of that island. So she still had to be competitive, and a lot of people don't understand that that's a lot of work. And even as beautiful as she is and as youthful looking as she is, he still cheated. And because she's authentic and because she's down to earth and because she values family and relationship, and she did value her marriage to this man, she had enough strength and personal, self-respect to walk away from a situation like that. The power, the money, everything, she walked away from it to keep her self-respect. So I don't think that that's wrong of her. So people are making videos saying that she can't find a man. I don't think that that's true. I think that she can find a man if that's what she wanted to do, if that's where her mind was at. But I really don't think that that's where her head is at this point. She's a grandmother now, and I think she's, just looking forward to aging gracefully, traveling, and enjoying her family. So there's nothing wrong with that. So a lot of people are just so incredibly male-centered that they just really think that everything is about finding a partner, especially in the Black community. A lot of people think that everything is centered around that, and it's not. On YouTube, there are videos of her inviting her entire family, to her backyard party, and it just looks like, just a regular little family reunion with the red cups and the bounty houses and the tables and chairs and balloons, and she's just enjoying her peace. Even though she's a highly accomplished woman, that just goes to show you that she's very traditional, true to herself, and it just makes her just that much more relatable and that much more authentic looking, and that's not going to do anything but help her image. And I think that a lot of people just not just need to not be so quick to judge her and make her out to be this gold digger when that's not the impression that I got. I don't know how anybody else got that impression, because she just comes off just a very, very sweet, down to earth person who has a lot of self-respect. Meanwhile, Nicole Murphy is walking around looking like the Hollywood whore. Her image is tarnished. I guess she called herself like putting out some Instagram, like a little rap lyric or something to clap back at Lisa Raye, but she's still known as the Hollywood slut. She was fooling around with Antoine Fuqua, Lila Rochon's husband. That was very public. The paparazzi got very good footage of that. And some people are saying that she orchestrated that she wanted the paparazzi to catch that photo and to put it out there. Like, she's a gold digger. She's a gold digging whore. And she's running around sleeping with everybody's husbands and still can't remarry or find a rich, powerful man. She's just slutting around Hollywood, and she's the definition. Nicole Murphy is the definition of somebody that hit the damn wall, if you want my opinion. You know, Michael Missick didn't wife her up. Neither did Antoine Fuqua. Antoine Fuqua did not leave Lila Rochon. So even though she created chaos in these people's marriages, she's still walking around single and, looking dumb. Meanwhile, Michael Missick, he's no longer the premier of the Turks of Caicos anymore. His brother is fulfilling that role while he's tied up in court litigation. Like, he's tied up in litigations of like fraud and shit. Like he committed fraud or whatever. So like he's in hot water. And Lisa Raye, in my opinion, came out on top. So I mean, everybody wants to throw this dirt on her name and make her look like she's like this gold digger. I didn't get that impression. So I like Lisa Raye. I liked her before, but after the interview, I like her even just that much more. So I don't think that people have really given her the recognition or her flowers that she deserves. So I think that you should go over to Carlos King and check out the full interview, and then like kind of make your judgments based on what she said and how she conducted herself. I think she was very classy and very poised and just spoke very clearly and very authentically. So yeah, that's my video, and thank you for listening, and I appreciate each and every last one of you. I love you guys so much. Please don't forget to like, comment, share, and subscribe the video, and I will see you guys next time.